Zedis, welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more uncleared 2021 levels. I have the regular 5 for you this week. I hope you enjoyed the troll level from last week. If you didn't see that one, you have to see that one. It was one level, but it was evil. The levels this time are pretty difficult, too. There's one of the 5 that wasn't very hard. But at least 3 of them had over 100 tries. One of them had over 600 tries when I started. This first one has like something like 250 tries already. I'll tell you, most of the tries are probably on this stupid shell jump. This is just kind of. I do boo it for this particularly, but it deserves a lot of boos for other stuff. But this is like it's a very precise jump, and it's gonna kill you several times before you get it. I think I actually like got it the second or third try. I included everything that I tried, but then after I started, I probably like died 6 or 7 times. Basically, it's just a way to kill the player a bunch of times for no good reason. It's just kind of annoying, but this maker thinks he's hot shit, and let's say that he made a level that looks extremely difficult, but there's just a dev exit. So we'll see that. I basically got to a part where I'm like, this isn't possible. This is just way too hard, and I looked at the program and I was correct. There was a dev exit. Fairly cleverly hidden, but if I can't remember when the program actually existed. It was probably 2022 though, so it wasn't out yet. Like a simple dev exit is very easy to find in the program. The one from last week, the control level, if it did have a dev exit, which I do assume it does, I couldn't figure it out even looking at the program. That guy spent a long time making that level. This one, this is actually like not that bad of a level in general. I don't like that shell jump at first just because it's, like I said, it's an artificial difficulty thing. It's there just to waste some lives. And I assume that most people, if they had this in Endless, would just skip it as soon as they saw that, because it just looks crappy. This part is good. I like this part. I like platforming with the Mega Mushroom. After that, he takes it away from you. I'm just looking around to see if there's anything else. I hadn't looked in the program yet. Little dry bull action here. Nothing special. But you do need a dry bull at this point to get up here. He does make this jump like overly difficult. You have to get like a perfect like peak jump to get out of it, to get to that next platform. And it took me a few tries. I'm not, obviously, that's fine, I guess. You didn't have to put it that high, but... And we hit the checkpoints, and it's like... He gives you a mushroom, but he makes you take damage. You can't get under. I don't think you can get under that saw with the mushroom. I think you couldn't possibly do it. Got some bullet platforming, not too bad here. I screw this up, I do believe. Yeah. I'll say people did get as far as I did before the dev exit. I included that life because it was just funny. I walked right under the mushrooms and hit that saw. Yeah, this part's okay. Can you see something weird behind that cannon? We'll be back later. Should have raised some concern right away with that space to the right there, and the giant boot. Unnecessary, could have just done another dry bullet shell. Because he wants you to ditch it. I did speed this up though, because I'm like, I'm taking this boot with me. There's no way I'm not taking this boot with me. There's gotta be a way with all these bullets for me to get up there. And it was difficult. Took me a while. You can obviously look at the boot again if you lose it. Yeah, I'm like, there's no way I'm going forward without this boot. I didn't even look ahead. But I was like, I want that. There's no other power-up. So I thought about it right here. I'm like, maybe I should just go. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna just go. Like, I know I can get that boot up there. And I forgot that these ones over here exist. So that's the deal. That up and down platform. There we got it. And then you go into this room and there's like fire bars everywhere. And they're going opposite ways. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, you couldn't survive without that boot. And I get over here and I'm like, can you survive this? And I don't think you can. It's possible. But I'm like, this seems like too much. Yeah, you're gonna get hit right there no matter what, I feel like. I don't think you can avoid that. You could avoid that, but I don't know how much further you get. They're going all over the place. They're huge. And I'm like, well, let me look, because this seems not fair. And yeah, he has a key hidden over here. And then if we go to where I pointed that weird cannon, look, I did notice that actually, but I didn't think about it. Right here, you can smash cannons with the boot, which is kind of a tech that doesn't get used very often. You can't enter this door with the boot, though. It's kind of weird. I thought you could, but I couldn't do it. At least I tried. It didn't work. But you don't need to. I mean, that would have helped here, because this is very kind of him. I didn't notice that in the program at all. Sometimes I don't like to look too far ahead, but I should have. Just because he's cheating anyway, I don't mind cheating. And like I said, I don't really consider it cheating. We're here to clear these levels. Most of them are uncleared because they're shitty. And that's a prime example. That one's just trash. I mean, there's a lot of stuff after the fire bars, but I seriously can't see anyone making it through there alive. And yeah, people had gotten that. People had died in that fire bar section before, so either they hadn't been, it was before the program existed, or they didn't know about it, or what. I don't know. Probably not Team 0%, because I think we all know about. I assume we all use it. There are some people who don't use it, but like I said, this isn't endless. I don't think it's cheating. I don't even think it's cheating in endless, honestly. If you're hiding shit, you deserve to be exposed. We're on to the NSMBU level. This one is kind of garbagey. The first half of it is not, but I don't really like it, and I did boo it for this. My assumption is that they wanted you to get the mushroom and damage boost. Because I didn't see a way to get out of there with the mushroom, but later I did figure out that you can get through here with the mushroom. Then we have Vine Ride. There's a Yoshi with some red coins up there. Just decoration, but we'll get there actually. So this part is kind of maybe a little unfair, because you can't really see where this note block is going a lot of the time, but it's not too bad. I think the Yoshi actually triggered the vine. I very stupidly thought I could go through here, but he wants you to go through the middle, which I too stupid to figure out at first, but you get the mushroom by sliding under there. Yeah, I jumped off that Goomba, which was pretty impressive, but you can't really do anything with Yoshi anyway. I thought maybe you could, but you can't. You can't get him past. You don't need the key. There is a possibility that you need a key. I lose Yoshi right away anyway. Maybe you could get through there. I don't know. I don't think so, though. I thought you were supposed to try to get up here on top of that note block, which is extremely difficult. Obviously, it's very easy to go in between those saws. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier. Here I have the mushroom to take damage. And if you stay right on top, you can actually get past these ones. And then I was trying to hit the on-off, and I jumped off the side of the block. Yeah, it took me way too long to figure out that I was supposed to go through those saws. This on-off switch, I don't hit it there, but I get... Yeah, I did not expect that fireball. I thought it was going to be a red bullet. My assumption is that do have to hit this on off, but I'm trying to remember if you ever actually need to. I don't think you do. I missed it, so I'm like, oh, screw it. Let's just go on and see what's past this. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to hit that red block. That's cheap. That's a cheap way to kill somebody, but it's pretty easy to react. I got some bomb chirping, which is fine, but the guy's a jerk and he puts a laugh. Pretty soon he'll put laugh sound effects in, which I really hate. Makes it very hard to see where you are. Actually, I don't. Maybe it's not even until the next one. Oh, there they are. There they are. Oh, and then there's a Kaizo block that kills me. I'm wondering if you can hear the screaming in the background. I'm not sure that my microphone catches that. There's some children running up and down the stairs in my apartment. Nothing to be worried about. Oh, I see here. I was trying to get up on the Kaizo blocks here, but I didn't go far enough. They're over here. Yeah, he Kaizo blocks you up. You just have to keep going up. And I sped this part up because you don't need to see me searching for Kaizo blocks. Yeah, I'm definitely like looking at the program here because there's tons of Kaizo blocks in your way. And that vine part takes forever. It takes like 2 minutes to get through that vine part, so I have a lot of interest in not doing that as much as possible. It's annoying too, but the star is blocked off by Kaizo blocks, so you want to go that way. But thankfully it doesn't put any here. There's invisible blocks right here. There's not much you can do without it, so you can probably find it. I don't know who would go down there. It's not worth it. There's nothing there. You can see that there's nothing there. And then every time you go through a pipe or a door, you have to glide or jump, and it's really annoying. Basically, he wants to kill you every step of the way. He's gonna go full Little Timmy in a minute here. Little Timbo, he's a Japanese maker. This is a very typical, terrible Japanese level. Yeah, I'm looking at the program right now, and I'm like, oh, no, you can't glide there. You have to actually immediately do the boost. And I thought I could just glide, but I couldn't. I'll speed this part. You have to get through it. He just makes such annoying decisions. He's just trying to annoy you. And then there's a Bowser, so that's in your way. I thought maybe I could fall here and then jump, but there's no way you can actually make that jump. You have to have the squirrel power up. We'll cut back there with the squirrel power up. There is a checkpoint here, thankfully. And then, okay, so this is the little TV section. There are 2 keys, and I don't know if I ever even saw the 32nd key. But the first key is in literally right below Bowser on the stack. And you actually have to kill Bowser to get that. And I'm like, how am I supposed to? And here I sped this part up too, but yeah, there's just a ton of garbage here. And then I ended up looking in the program again. There's gotta be something. There's such a mess here. You can't see. There's actually just a star, which makes sense. I thought there had to be. I was looking at the, when after I lost a couple of times. Yeah, Bowser must have a key as well, and I didn't see it. Because I thought only Ludwig had the key. But yeah. What a garbage level. I mean, it's just a mess. Yeah. I don't know, the saw part with the vine, it's a decent idea. I've seen it done before, and I've seen it done really well. I can't comment, so I have to change his tags. That's my policy. Yeah, the saw part wasn't too bad, really, but yeah, it's just a lot of stupid trolls and crap in the subworld and Little Timmy at the end. So on to the Super Mario Bros. 3 level. This one is, I'll say it's not a bad level in design, but It's one of those clear condition levels that doesn't need to be. Really needed a checkpoint. By the time you got to the sub-world, you should have got a checkpoint. Maybe another one in the boss room. But of course, if that was the case, it would have been cleared. That you don't have that, and now you have like a 3.5 minute clear condition level, which is too much. We're just watching the clear, by the way, because yeah, you'll see how much stuff there is. It's just way too much, basically. And I lost my frog power up. At this point, I was pretty good at this level because I've been through it a lot. This one took me about 45 minutes total. I will say, like, the overworld part is not too bad, but the subworld is too spammy, and it was really starting to piss me off. And I did boo it, I think, just because I like a clear condition level shouldn't be like 4 minutes long. That's ridiculous. Like, keep in mind, you could have the frog suit at this point, and there is another one coming up very soon. There's also just too few. Well, I shouldn't say there's too few power-ups in the subworld, but one of them is like almost impossible to get, and actually I think both of them are really difficult to get. And like I said, there's so much spam that you know, it's just too much. And getting through that subworld, and then you have to go all the way back to the beginning of this world, which isn't, like I said, super hard, but it's long. Yeah, sometimes especially with these long clear condition levels, only the clear is good enough. A little bit of bomb excavation, not a terrible amount, so it doesn't bother me too much. Here, look, the castle, we're going in the castle, and it's an underwater castle, which is always fun. You have the final level Super Mario Bros. 3 design, which I think is the only time that ever appears in that game too, but yeah, you don't see it very often. Also lava rising up and down, and he'll start you like right next to the floor too. There's a fire flower. I think the frog suit is a little more useful because there's a lot of, obviously you're swimming. Here's what's really starting to annoy me is that these bullets are coming out of places I can't even see, and I have to get through these boo rings. It's just a lot, and then the door he puts right on the ground, so I have to wait for the lava to come up and down. Just really obnoxious at this point. And this isn't even the next room is really bad too. He's also guilty of hiding keys. They're not hiding them, they're not invisible blocks, but he just puts them in a random Mecha Koopa. And you know what? There's 2 keys, and I think one was in the guy to the left, and a bomb just happened to blow him up this time. I didn't think I even realized there were 2 keys. Here, I have to wait for the lava, so I want to get rid of this guy. Actually, I was gonna go kill the one of the bombs, and very hard to get indoors, by the way, in this when you have the frog suit. Ooh, was there 2 keys? No, maybe I'm wrong. So the Wendy fight, that's the clear condition. Kill the Wendy, not very hard. I did get in here with a mushroom, thankfully. Frog suit, you can get a frog suit in the previous room, but you have to do a lot of shit, so it's not even worth it. I did get hit by one of the bombs that came from off screen. Very annoying. But that's the level. Yeah, you just want to keep to the ground, but yeah, that bomb came right off the end of the screen. I didn't even see it. Yeah, very, very annoying, honestly. I don't like those kind of projectiles, especially when you're worrying about tight platforming and, so, you know, swimming and a lot of things that can kill you. Yeah, 3.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes, and I think I beat his upload time by a bit. Very difficult level, honestly. Not a fan, but it's not a terrible level. It's just too long. A checkpoint in the subworld would have been great. 1 checkpoint would have been fine. Maybe 2, maybe 1 at the boss fight too, but not super necessary. So on to the 3D World level. This was the easiest one. You'll see it had over 200 tries already. This one's not very hard. It did take me about 20 lives, a little less than 20 lives, I think. This one, the beginning of it is do as good a jump as possible every time. You basically have to Z-jump long jump, and you want to be at full speed when you do it, and you want to do it pretty close to the edge. There I mess up. Sometimes it's very hard to get a couple of jumps. Also, I think I've complained about this before, but I have a controller where I really don't like the bumpers. They're very awkward. So sometimes hitting the Z button is not easy. LR is what people call Z. I think that's from Kaizo hacks. I'm not sure exactly though. But Z means L and R. So yeah, you have to keep running on those top speed, perfect jumps, and then you want to just hold right, which is fine. It's not that hard, but I will say this goes on way too long. This doesn't need to be. It's funny actually, I do, and I'm planning on putting it in the thumbnail because it's very funny. But this goes on forever. Unnecessary. This guy also turns into a little Timmy at the end. But yeah, I blew it for this because it's like, and somebody else died there too. I think. Yeah, there's another X right beyond me. Got further than I did. It's like, come on, put an arrow, put something. I did fall to the left once too because I didn't know where it was. Also, these are okay, but it's like, it's very difficult to judge. But yeah, you want them to go beyond. This time I started way too early. Actually, I think I could have made this one, but I went right through the damn thing's nose. I could have made that if I had done it, but I did go too early a few times as well. Do a little twirl, saves me a little bit of time, and we're there. And this part is easy. These guys don't move very fast, and they can't even make that gap, so they just fall down and die themselves. And he does it twice. Why? I don't know. Why would you do this twice? It's pretty lame the first time. Twice in a row for no reason. This one also doesn't have a checkpoint, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's not very hard. But it is stupid. So sped this part up a little. This is what, like, he handed the controller to his little brother at the end of it, like, here to make the rest of the level. And he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna put a bunch of enemies right in rows, like, one after another. And there's a couple boom rooms, and I actually, like, assume that I might have to kill them, so I go back. Or I try to kill them, so yeah, I go all the way back because I want to power up. And I got the cat suit even though I'm like, oh, there's gonna be a Meowser, isn't there? We'll kill Wendy, Pom-Pom. I couldn't think of her name. Pom-Pom, the female boo. When I first wanted to put Pom-Pom as one of my levels, I couldn't find her. But you have to pick her and change it. Yeah, I'm just, at this point, I'm just like, I'm gonna go. And then I do hit Meowser, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I just keep going. Yeah. I'm like, there's just a bunch. I bet the end is right past these guys. I didn't look at the program in that one. Yeah, I was just like, let's just go. I give him a serious, mostly for that blind jump. When you can jump right past where you need to go, that's just bad design. He probably was jumping in a specific spot and he didn't think about it, but arrows, coin trails, plenty of ways you could do that. So on to the final level, the Super Mario World level. This is another one you're only going to see the clear up. This is another one that was really difficult. This one actually took me a couple hours. I knew I could beat this with a lot of practice. It started off actually with like 610 tries, I think. It took me like 200 lives to get through this. And you just see that there's a lot of stuff there, and you have to kind of learn where everything is, how everything's going to react. And I was more convinced than ever that these red cannons that shoot bullets, the heat-seeking missiles, I was more convinced than ever playing this level that they react very, like, randomly. Sometimes these bullets would come out 2 at a time. Sometimes they come out 4 at a time. I know, that part killed me more than almost anything in the level. You don't want those in your way. So you want to kill them, make sure it doesn't shoot again. Because if you're down here... So, I do have a mushroom at this point. You can get that mushroom probably all the way through the level, but it's almost impossible to get it through this part right here. This part with the bullets isn't too bad, but up above, it's very difficult to get through the mushroom. We want to hit this. We make for sure that guy throws the ball. We're going to run over as fast as possible to prevent that guy from shooting. And here I lost it. That's not where you usually lose the mushroom, but doing this part right here is very difficult to keep the mushroom. I did get into the next part with the mushroom at least once. This part right here. You're going to see me just sit here and wait for the cycles to line up. Look at how much shit is right here. Bullets, flames, lasers, spike balls. It's just insane. And I just sit here and kind of wait for my opportunity. You have to run when the flame one of those flames just ending, and then you run. But you have to like make sure those spike balls aren't gonna hit you, make sure the laser's not gonna hit you, make sure those bullets aren't in your way. So usually I just fall down here and let all the bullets go past. And now the only things I have to deal with is the spike ball and the Mega Koopa. You notice that there's only like 2 spots where I can actually hit that Mega Koopa 2 squares. If he wanders back to where the coin is, I can't even hit him. I did that a couple of times where I ran in and he went in that little cubby hole and I died trying to jump on him. So Subworld is actually not as hard, but there's still a lot of shit here. We want to make sure we avoid that spike ball and the mole. And here's a little like a survival section. Not very hard, but it kind of depends on where the mole is, where the Rocky Wrench is throwing those wrenches, because sometimes they'll throw it in such a way where it's very difficult to avoid. Like right here, I have to go down a little bit. Yeah, we want to make sure that spike ball has hit me a couple of times. This is all about patience, and I do not have that. We want to kill this Rocky Wrench. I don't know if you're supposed to hit the, there's a thwomp hitting a P-switch right above me. And luckily there's an infinite amount of them. I almost died there, I almost hit that saw, but yeah, we want to get over here. And then when the P-switch is up, I get that coin, I can wait for that bullet, and then that's the level. Very difficult, actually. I don't know if it looked difficult in one try, but it took me 200 plus lives. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, if you the beginning of this level, you'll see there was 800 tries. I did actually try this for a couple of days before I actually got it. There were 600 plus attempts before I even got there, so I wasn't the only one who had problems with this level.